So the very first time you started with Karnataka and now UP, and of course you are providing a lot of services to all these, wage workers and laborers. What made you start this initiative? And you also personally went to, see off, all these people. How was that, experience for you?
So, first of all, I would like to point out that a lot of people complain about this lockdown that, you don't have much to do and you haven't experienced. Obviously, no one has experienced this ever before. But I think in times like these, you have to get into a side which can do something good to the society, and we had seen so much of pain on the highways, people struggling for food, a lot of people traveling by foot, 500, 700,000 kilometers. So you can't complain that, you don't have anything to do. Our hands are full whole day, and we start our day calling people, and whole day we are doing the same. So I would say it's a time to do some soul searching, that how important it's for you to do something for humanity or for the people who need your help. Yeah.
Also, Neeti, how was it for you, associating with Sonu, and you know him for a long time? So how was it for you to associate with him for such a social cause?
I think Sonu is like a real actor in real life, not real life, because he's been phenomenal in what he's doing. He's been super supportive. He's been on the phone almost 18 hours with all the officials trying to get all the permissions. Been on the phone with me, with all the volunteers. He's been extremely patient. I don't even know when he gets time for his own self. I don't think he gets any time because absolutely there's no breathing space. And there couldn't have been a better, I can say, a person helping us out with everything. Sonu has been like phenomenal.
Talking about Sonu at your family, how is the family coping up with this lockdown phase right now?
They're doing good. We're trying to do a lot of things that we couldn't do earlier. We are always busy with the shooting schedules, running from one place to other, and also now we need to we get to spend a lot of time together. But they always have complaints that I'm always on the phone and trying to do a lot of things together. But at least I can see them around me, and they see me on the phone, so that's okay. At least we are together doing our own duties. But I would say it's kind of a learning ground for me also. Especially imagine you get 40-50 days of your life just to help others. You can't expect anything better than this. Yeah.
Also, Sonu, I believe like you were shooting, for Prithvi Raj, you were shooting for a lot of projects. All these projects have been put on hold. Would you wish these projects to be released, online? Because, recently Gulabo Sitabo, featuring Ayushmann Khurrana and Amitabh Bachchan will be, featured online. So would you want any of your films to be, released online?
First of all, when our films are still in production, we have lots of schedules to finish, and once the lockdown ends, again we'll get back on the sets, and by the time obviously things will ease down. But I'm not against online. Obviously these films were complete and they were waiting for the release to happen, so makes sense to release it on online. But all the films which are under production, people want to experience that larger than life theater experience where they go out. It's an outing for the family and they want to enjoy a film. So a film like Prithvi Raj and the film that I'm doing with Chiranjeevi, a film called Acharya, they are the films that you have to see on a larger screen. And fingers crossed that, this lockdown will soon end. We'll go back on the sets, we'll complete some good shots. And whenever the film releases next year, we'll be in a space which is pretty safe and sound.
True that. Talking about your role in Prithvi Raj, if you can elaborate something on that. Are you playing a negative role? And how has been, so far, if something has started on that and working with Akshay Kumar?
No, it's a positive role. I'm not supposed to talk much about it because it's too early a stage to talk about it. But all I can say is it's going to be the biggest film. Yash Raj is completing 50 years. And directed by Dr. Chandrakant. He's one of my favorite technicians. And it's a film that will blow everyone's mind. It's such a magnum opus here, and we're all looking forward to it.
Also, Sonu, we have seen you like the South attracts you somewhere, like the kind of roles you have done, down South also, and the kind of like even in remakes of South movie in Bollywood. I think somewhere you attract the South for sure. How has been your experience working in the South?
There's some connection with South. I don't know how it happened. When I started my schooling, I was in Punjab. The school I studied in Sacred Heart School, those were people from Tamil Nadu. Then I started my career, which again was from South. I started from Tamil, Telugu, and all. I married a Telugu girl, and the bus that we started, Niti and all, we started. The bus also went to Karnataka for the first time. That was also South. So there's some connection that South pulls us. But like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed working in South, and I have two releases, very big releases. One with Chiranjeevi, a film called Acharya, and there's one more film that I did. It's a part 2 of that film that I'm shooting right now. So yeah, South has been a learning ground, and whatever I've learned in this craft, I'm an engineer by profession, but whatever I've learned from the craft is from South also.
Apart from helping the people to go back to their houses, what are you doing at home in your spare time?
No, I don't have any spare time. Me and Niti are always on the phone with each other. We make at least 200 calls a day. Where the food has to be reached, where the fruits have reached, whether the food truck is reaching on time, or whether the permissions are there or not. Am I speaking to the, we speak to the laborers who are traveling. We try to convince them that just hold your reins. We are making arrangements. Yesterday, me, Niti, we were on a con call with these people who are leaving today. And we were requesting them, okay, we can go by train or some, we'll arrive. They said, sir, saab, aapne to bus bola tha, abhi kab jayenge bus se? We are all looking forward. And we thought, they sometimes, these guys, we can understand the state of mind. They want to go back home. But like I said, Niti and me, we are always on the phone doing the same thing. So, that's our job, full-time job now.
Niti, when you actually had a word with these laborers, how was that for you? Because I'm sure for them, it's like, letting go of their families and trying to reach, not even sure whether they would be able to reach. There are so many videos surfacing on internet where, you see laborers just walking, and just going. So, how does that feel like, actually trying to help these people who have no help right now at this moment and like literally helpless and are suffering actually on the roads of, India?
So, we've been working with these migrant laborers for 2 months now. And initially, when we started working with them, they were happy receiving the food. They were hopeful that they are going to, the lockdown will open up and they'll resume work, they'll get their jobs. But 2 months down the line, they've lost hope, they've lost dignity. They say that, nobody took care of us and we feel very unwanted in a city like Mumbai. And we'll die, but we don't want to die in Mumbai. We'd rather die in the villages. And that's when we started talking to the migrants in reality. Me and Sonu did so many calls with so many migrants, I think. And, telling them that you're talking to an actor, Sonu Sood, who's like a big star today for them. But they were not even, they were just, theek hai, hame ghar bhej dijiye aap. They don't even want food. So for the main priority was that they need to go home because they had lost completely any hope. So that's when we started. We should do this migrant travel and we should try and get the permissions. So obviously Sonu with his connects could help doing all that. We arranged for the buses, food. And that's the final mile which they want to cross and they want to reach their homes, reunite with their families. So I think that was the most essential part of the whole campaign, was like sending them home.
So, do you feel this lockdown will be extended and we have a long journey to go when it comes to, fighting with coronavirus?
I believe, this is going to stay with us. Even if the lockdown ends, in Punjab, a lot of places, the things are getting normal, but still you have to live with this mask, still you have to live with sanitizers, you can't hug other people, you can't sit with them, you have to maintain the social distancing. So this has become a part of life. So this is not going to go easily from our system. But the main challenge, like we are going to face, is that, when will we be able to live a normal life, when what we had, before this virus had come. So I'm not sure that it's going to be normal very, very soon. It's going to take time, at least from the heads of people, it'll take time to go.
That's true. Niti, do you have to say anything on how WHO is, cooperating with this coronavirus? Do you feel they're on the right track? Because, they also said yesterday that, this is going to be a very long journey for all of us. And, we cannot even think of, coronavirus disappearing from our lives for very long.
So I think WHO has been changing their stand every 2 weeks. So they come out with a statement and then they say, oh no, this is not there, now this is there. But honestly, it is going to be a part of us. And we have to just learn to live with it because we can't live the life in fear. So I think the fear of getting COVID is more than the COVID itself. So if you get COVID, people say, oh, this one got COVID. But so many people are recovering. The recovery rate is very high. The death rate is only 3%. So I think we have to just make ourselves comfortable with the fact that we have to live with COVID until a vaccine is comes in place.
The last question to you, Sonu. Economy is also at stake. The government is trying to help the people, by announcing, whatever funds they can give, the BP kits, the PM fund. But even economy right now is affected a lot. Do you feel digital is the only way right now for us to, try and, earn money through, this platform? Because right now, a lot of things, are, not working fine for the country.
Yes, of course, it's going to be a big worry, when everything gets normal, how, people are going to react to those business challenges, how these migrants are going to come back, because for every infrastructure to run, you need these people, and the trust is lost, like Niti said, and it's not going to be easy for them to come back and have that faith that, okay, if we go back, again, we are going to be taken care. So that's going to be a big challenge. Yes, economy, we have seen it's not what we want, but we all have to come together. And, just to add to, all these migrants, which I always wanted to say that, the whole journey of these migrants, what I would expect a lot of people to come forward is that we have ignored, like me and Niti were talking, that when a plane crash happens, we write their names that so and so lost their lives. When we hear about these migrants, we just say, okay, eight people died, 5 people died, 16 people came on the train. Who are these people? They are not just migrants with no names. They have an identity. The world should know who are the ones who lost their lives just in a desire to reach back to their families. They had the guts to walk all the way back to their villages. They are our true heroes. So we want to know more about them. We need to come forward, support them, raise funds, help their families, and tell and spread the message across every single migrant who has reached back to their villages or who wants to come back. Okay, don't worry. We are there for you. The whole country is with you. Wherever, whether you're going to live in your villages, whether you're going to come back to your cities, we are with you, and we won't let you down the way we have let them down this time. So I think this message is very important to send it to them. Okay, but stay there, stay strong. We are with you.
Thank you so much, Sonu and Niti, for your time. And I just wish you good luck to both of you in whatever you guys are doing to help these people. And I just hope you guys help as much people as you can and they all reach home safely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much.
Amina. Thanks a lot.